Hey Bookwormies, welcome back to my channel, and today is Bookmas Day 6, and today we are doing a cozy video of what to gift a bookish person, okay? Because, you know, Christmas is rolling around, Secret Santa is rolling around. You need to know what you want to gift, specifically a bookish person. So if you have a friend, or if you're that loves to read, and, you know, you want to gift them something that is personal to them that they will enjoy, watch this video and you might just find something to give them. Obviously, there are a bunch of options. You don't have to give them something bookish, but these are specifically curated for bookish people. Some of them may be things they wouldn't obviously like. Some of them like maybe too gimmicky for them, or maybe too like they have this already. But you know, you can always do that. Anyways, Bookwormies, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, we have the obvious option, books. Can it get any more obvious? You can obviously gift a bookish person books. You could always just ask them, hey, do you have your Goodreads? Can I have it? I just want to be friends with you on there, if you aren't already. That's kind of sad. And then look, maybe they have like a folder for like physical books or whatever, for like what they own. If not, just like, you know, sneakily ask them like, hey, can I have a picture of your bookshelf? If you're not sure what they have and what they don't have. Because, you know, it's not the greatest when like you gift a book to a person and then they have it and you're like, oh, did not mean to do that. So yeah, you can always sneakily just be like, hey, can I have a selfie with you in front of your thing? Or just tell them, hey, can I come over to your house and we can like, you know, be in your room? And then when you get to a room, just like maybe go to the bathroom and get something and just like get your phone out and be like, photo, click, done. You know, there's always that option. Even though you can always be like, hey, have you been wanting to buy any books, any certain ones? Or if you just know what kind of genre they like to read and you know they probably don't have this book, you just look recommendations and all of that. Obviously, I could have actually made a bookish recommendation video, but you know, whatever. Next, we have another pretty obvious spot, which is like, if you know they have this book and they love it, absolutely love it, you could always get a special edition version of it, because a lot of people like to collect books, me included. Like, I know sometimes I'm like, sometimes, like, there's a difference between collecting books and never ever reading them, and then collecting books because you love them, you know? And like, let's say, like, they love this one series, or this one book called Fourth Way, one of my favorites. Get them a special edition of it. They will love you forever. They will never leave your side. I promise you that. That is a promise. So there's also that. But something to know, if you have a budget in gifts, which is totally fine, special editions can get expensive. I got a Shatter Me exclusive edition book. It cost me like 20 euros, so that was more on the cheaper side, but there are some on the more expensive side. So just so you know, that is something to be aware of. You might be like, yes, I'm gonna get them a special edition of this. You might find the range can be from 50 bucks to 100 or 200 or 300 even. 300 usually if it's in a pack of like 2-3 books. So that's something to be aware of. So if you have a budget and it's pretty, like it's in the lower side, it can be hard to find a special edition in there. But yeah, that is also a great option for your bookish friend. Another idea, cozy candles. It depends. Sometimes maybe if they're a fire hazard, maybe it could cause a fire hazard in their home. Maybe stray away from cozy candles. But if they like candles, they like a good scent, get a cute one. You can go to like, there's these sometimes bookish stores where they have like a candle that says, for those of this mood, or whatever. Like, that would be so cute, and that is like such a cute idea. And I would personally really, like, I feel like it's really cute, and like if it has a good scent, it's obviously like a yes please do that, you know. But honestly, it depends. If they are really like, if they're a really big fire hazard, don't give them to them. You don't want them to burn their house down because they're trying to get the water bottle that's behind them, and then they actually instead torch their shirt or something, you know. You never want that. So, you know, it depends, but obviously candles can have such cute scents. And you know, we're getting into the cozy stages. We are going into winter. So what you want is to make your room as cozy as possible. Make your setup as cozy as you can. So candles are great for that. Next, we have blind book dates. Now, these are super fun, but there's also a hazard in that, which is like, if you get them a blind date, it could end up, that blind date might end up being a book that they're already on. So that's something to be aware of. But there's sometimes such cool blind book dates on Etsy. You can get these super personalized ones. I think you can, like, there are certain ones where you can like send them your send the TBR, and then they can choose something from there, give you a quote. They can give you like cute stickers also in there, bookmarks, pen, maybe like highlighter, like super cute thing. It can come in this whole package. But if you're going with minimalistic, in some bookstores you can find like a cute one with just a bookish quote. So like those are a great idea. I think like it's the reveal that is so fun. It's like being like, oh, it's like a fantasy where she falls for the villain, but then there's a good guy or something like that. And like it's so fun being like, oh, I think it's gonna be this book, and then opening it up and like seeing the reveal. Like, I feel like that's so fun. And blind book dates, they can, like obviously as I said before, on Etsy you can find these super cute ones and you can make it super personalized, or you can go like very, like just find one and just see if you feel like they'll like it. So yeah, And obviously for blind book dates, you could always just ask. If you're in a physical bookshop, you could always just be like, hey, I have a friend, she likes this and that. What do you recommend? So there's always that. Next we have one of the other most obvious things to gift a bookish person, which is bookmarks. You can never have enough bookmarks. I lose bookmarks on the daily. It is totally normal. Sometimes there are some ones that I absolutely, sometimes there are ones that like I absolutely adore, so I'll use them like once in a while. They're like a special one. I might not lose those, but like a lot of times I can lose the most random bookmarks, like they fall from my book and all of that. And obviously, I don't know why, but I like these types of bookmarks. It's totally okay if you're a bookish person or you don't like them. But it's the ones that like you clip onto the back of the book, but then there's like a string that leads in. I had one of those, absolutely love them. Broke, but you know, it served its purpose for a long time. But you know, if they are a physical reader, bookmarks are great to have. You can never have too many of them. Cute ones with like a cute quote, totally recommend. Metal ones, plastic ones, anything at all. Just make sure they can't destroy them really easily. Just in case. Just an idea, okay? There's that. Next, also, if they are a physical book reader, let's say a Kindle reader, bookish lights. Obviously, like a little light that connects, like, there's one, this big one, where it's like, it goes around your neck, and there's these two, and you can like, kind of move it up or down. That is a great one, and it's just honestly amazing, and it's pretty, like, it doesn't fall off, it doesn't, you know, flimsy. There are some where they connect to the book. That's what I have. Let me try to show you, yeah. This is what I personally have. So like, okay, I don't have a book next to me. I could go to my bookshelf, but like, you know, you put it at the top, clip it to the back, and then just push it, and here it is. Oh, I need to charge mine. Okay, but like, you get the idea. Which way is on and which one is off, I don't know actually. And usually the chargeable ones I would extremely recommend because that is honestly better. You don't want to be in the middle of something and then it's just like, you have to go and find a battery and like you don't have a battery at home. So like chargeable ones with a cord is one of the best ideas I'd recommend. So this is something very important, especially if they like to read in the middle of the night but they don't want to put their overhead light on. This is perfect for that problem. Next, if they are a Kindle reader specifically, this doesn't really work for those physical girlies. This is more of a gimmick. I personally am not the biggest fan of it, but like a lot of people say that it's amazing. I don't personally own it, so I don't have an official opinion, but that is the page clicker. You know, like in the middle of the night, you just like, maybe it's a bit cold in your room and you're just laying under the pillows, but you don't want to take your hands up, but you have to because you have to hold your Kindle, you have to turn the pages, you know, why? First of all, get this like a stand for it, so it goes around like your head of the bed, and then you can like hold your Kindle, but obviously, even if you have that, you have to still take your hand out, click the pages, get a page clicker. Get a page clicker. So then you can have it under the covers. You have two sections to the page clicker. There's the one that like connects to the side of your Kindle, and then there's the actual remote, and then you just have the remote and you can have your hands under the covers and you can just read. That is something that a lot of people say it's so comfy, it's so cute. It's just so easy. Or you could always just, if you prop up like your Kindle on your laptop or on your wall, and then you can just like have the clicker. It's so fun. It's so easy. As long as you have the Kindle propped up somewhere, you can just get the page clicker and just, you know, press it. Why take the extra step to take your hand out of the blanket to turn the page? You know, why do that? So, page clicker, always a thing. It is a bit of a gimmick, but a lot of people say it's amazing. I've heard amazing reviews about it. So, you know, you can always invest in that. Some are more expensive than others. So, that is also something you should know about cost specific if you have a budget, as I said before. Next, we have more like bookish things. Bookish jewelry. I love those. I personally don't own any, but like one day. And that is like, there's like these cute like earrings that like maybe have like a dragon on them for fourth wing, or they have like, there's these necklaces. Sometimes there's like these necklaces with like a little book with like a name or something, or you know, those are super cute. There's all sorts of things you can like. That with jewelry, they're so versatile. There's so many different types. There's in silver and in gold with just metal type. There's all these different kinds of jewelry. I personally love jewelry. I'm currently not wearing any, but like I took them all off. But they are so fun, and bookish ones, like why not? They are so versatile and so new and so unique, which is something that I personally really love. Then, sort of on the same topic, but that is bookish sweaters or bookish clothing. Those go anywhere, Etsy, Amazon, physical bookstore, maybe sometimes they have those in those cute, like, indie bookstores and stuff like that. Like, you can find, like, these cute clothings. There's so many fun ideas. Here are some of them, but, like, you could have anything on your piece of clothing. I personally don't technically, I never bought one, but my friend made me one. She got a plain shirt and just drew on it. She's amazing at art. Like, honestly, like, I want some of her skills, like, please. But she put, like, the best guy at college on the back and then, like, reading is sexy on the front. Like, so cute. I wish I actually wore it today, but, like, you know, it's short sleeves, so I'm kind of in the winter. But, like, guys, that is so cute. There's so many different clothings, shirts, sweaters, honestly anything. I would so recommend them. They're so cute, and like you can go in the street and be like, I'm promoting this book because it's amazing. Or you can just wear it indoors. There's like, you could just wear like an oversized shirt. Those are so cute. They can be so comfortable but so stylish, you know. So there's also that. Next, for those people that own Kindles, a Kindle case. That is always important. My Kindle, it lives, I am being very risky with it. Let me show it. I personally like to live on the edge, and I don't have anything on my Kindle. All I have is a pop socket on the bare. I know, it's scary. But all I have is, I do actually own two Kindle cases. There's this one with a flap, also with a pop socket. It's cute. You can put stickers on it, or you can find that one that's already decorated bookish for you. They're super comfortable. Like, you just open it, and it already opens up, and you can read on it. Super fun. I just don't like this. Sometimes annoys me, the cover, but you know, a lot of people really enjoy those. Then there's the obvious one. A lot of people like these, which is just a clear case. I was actually gonna put just a clear case on mine, but this turned out to be the wrong size, and I never returned it or did anything with it, so I just have this. If anybody wants it, I'm ready to give it up. I never used it, so it's clean. Clearly. Anyways, there's this one, and a lot of people like to use the clear case. First of all, it still protects your Kindle from any falls. Mine fell already, so my Kindle is here with me for eternity. But you can like also like put stickers behind it without actually sticking it to your Kindle. Like, just prop them on and then just put on your Kindle. That is so cute. There are people that get like a, what's it called? Like, they print on Etsy. You can find a lot. Pinterest, I love that. Make a collage and then print it out and then put it here. And then just put on your Kindle. That is super cute. Like, you can do all sorts of things. You can get pre-made, like, without the cover, like I have with my other one, but also with designs on the back. There's all sorts of things that you can do with this. Kindle cases can be, like, they're kind of like iPhone cases. Cute, versatile. You can do anything you want with them. Or if they're not into it, you know, and they like to live on edge, you have this. So yeah, and then this leads us to the next one, which is pop sockets. Okay, I personally love pop sockets. I used to have one on my phone, but I lost it and I never bought any new ones. There's the magnetic pop socket. So if they have this, okay, there's this kind of case. I personally don't own it, but it's like the Kindle case, but it has this MagSafe thingy on the back, so it's magnetic. And then you can, if they maybe they want to switch which pop socket they want to have on, you could get them a magnetic one. And then get them all sorts of magnetic pop sockets, one that don't permanently sit on yours. Those are super cute. They're so versatile and so amazing. There's always just like, get the normal ones. Like, I have this cute as fuck Stitch one. I adore it. It's so fun. I know there's a lot of bookish ones, a lot of different ones. Sometimes you can find ones that are a bit too pricey for like a pop socket. Like, it won't be like $100, but it will be like a few bucks more than you expect, and you'll be like, why? But they are so cute, and I adore them. They are so fun, and like, you know, it's easier to hold, at least for me, because usually I get an indent. Before I had pop socket, I get an indent on my finger because I'm holding it like this. So pop sockets for me are a huge help, and I personally like really like it. And plus, they never have to worry about their Kindle falling on their face, because for me that happened a few times. Don't recommend. Hurts, personally. So there's that. Next we have bookish bags / sleeves. These are so cute. I have personally a bookish bag. Here is mine. It's just a cute, simple one. It has so many books, so little time. I obviously, like, a lot of times I store my Kindle in here or my books, so they are protected. But also, like, with bookish bags specifically, you can like just put random things in here. It can be like your little purse. And this is a lot of times what my little purse is. I need to wash it, actually. Bookish sleeves are also really cute, and they're they help protect your books a lot, because, like, you know, when you want to take your book with you, and you just put it into your backpack, and then you come back home and you're like, oh, what happened to it? And it's like it has an indent, or like it's ripped in somewhere. Like, why? You don't want that, obviously. So bookish sleeves and bookish bags are a huge help. They help protect your books. They help protect your, well, today for Kindles, they don't really protect it, but because your Kindles are extra strong, not like physical books, like, excuse me, even though I still love bookish, I like physical books, but like, it just helps protect your books, which is so important, because they can be sometimes they're so vulnerable, these physical books, so you need to have something on top. And there's so many cute ones, specifically bookish sleeves. If you go anywhere on the internet, you can have these beautiful patterns. I absolutely adore them. Some bookish sleeves can also have like a little pocket in the front for like annotation supplies or something like that. So personally, I really recommend these. This is something that you can never go wrong with. There's so many different colors, so many different designs, so many different options, and I just recommend it. Like, maybe you're like, I don't know if they like this, I don't know if they like that, but guys, if they're even if they like take their Kindle, or they just like take a lot of physical books, they need a bookish sleeve. They need one, I tell you. And if they already have one, get another one, because it's just so fun having different ones that you can choose from. It's just one of those things that can never ever go wrong with. Alright? Next we have bookish stoppers. This is for the physical girlies. This is for the ones that have like a mini library. Okay, kind of like I have. Let's say like they put like 5 books and they're on the side, and then there's obviously the space. A lot of times the books fall. And then you have to put them back up. Make sure they don't fall again, you know. That's annoying. That's what you get. Bookish stoppers. There are these acrylic clear ones that are so cute. There's also the ones that are like in steps. So then you can like display one and then display another and then display another. Like it's so fun. You can have like the bookish stoppers to the side, yeah. But you can always have that ones that go behind. So then like if they like to display their cover, you can put it behind. It's not noticeable, but it will keep your book straight without actually damaging it or making it fall way too many times. So this is something also you can never go wrong with, because book it like it's so annoying when they fall down and you don't want to have to like put them sideways just so they stand still. You know, that's always annoying. So bookish stoppers are great. Next we have something kind of also like that goes with the jewelry in the sweater section, which is like bookish stickers. Stickers can never go wrong with either. You can use them to decorate your Kindle. You can use them to decorate any surface that you want. You can even just decorate your laptop with it. Just get like a bunch of stickers and put them behind here. Like so cute. You can never ever go wrong with bookish stickers, and they're so versatile. Again, as I said before, there are so many different options, so many different types. They can be big, small. They can like go on Etsy, you can get a pack of them. Also on Amazon. Anywhere you go, you can get a huge pack of just bookish stickers. They can be catered towards the books that they enjoy, or it can just be very general. It can be like, never look into my book or whatever. Like it can have all sorts of quotes, all sorts of little cute characters maybe that they like. It can be so cute. Next, we have things for annotating. Now that is kind of broad, but like in terms of things that you need for annotating, there's quite a few things. First of all, you need a highlighter. So an abundant amount of highlighters that don't smudge and don't go onto the next page, very important. Those you can never ever go wrong with. If they like annotating, that is very important probably to them. Then pens, things to write with. One that doesn't smudge, the one that isn't too jelly, you know, that is also very important. If they don't want to damage their book, get clear sticky notes. Those are awesome. They are so amazing because like you want to annotate, but you don't want to destroy your book. You don't want it to permanently have a highlight that you never want anybody to see. So let's say they write something on their book and you're like, no, I actually hate this. They can take off that clear sticky notes, throw it away, and do it again. You know, that is obviously amazing. Also, we have tabs, all sorts of tabs I have. Here are some of mine. You just get a pack, a huge one, and in these big ones, they also give you a ruler, which you can never go wrong with, because when you're like underlining or highlighting, you want the line to be straight. So this is perfect, personally. So those are like some of the main annotating supplies I would say you would need. But if they like any others, obviously that they can get stamps, whatever they want, right? Then we have plushies. Now plushies doesn't really have to go with books, but you know, you can get a little dragon and call it Andarna or Taryn. Like, you know, there's always that option. Also, I know like this is mainly with this very popular book series, but like with Harry Potter, there's those little Harry Potter, little Hermione Granger. There's always that. So plushies you can never go wrong with. And you know, they need a buddy to read with them, so plushies are so cute. Like a big one that you can just snuggle with, absolutely yes. Yes, you can get all sorts from different companies. I personally love the Squishmallows. I have one gigantic one over there, it's a fish. And I absolutely love it. I just sometimes take it on my bed and just like hug it and then have the Kindle with me. You know, always something you can never ever go wrong with. And then next we have the last two options. Now we have a thumb holder. This is for the physical girly. So they look like this, okay? Because I don't know how to explain them, but you put your thumb in and then you can just like, you know, like you sometimes have to open it in a certain way, the book, or maybe you have to use both hands to be able to open it and read it. And that's sometimes annoying. You want to just be able to use one finger, open it, and then the other hand can be eating or something like that, or drinking something. So thumb holders are great. There's so many different types. There's just a cute, simple wooden one. There's ones with like crystal with like flowers. They can be so cute and so fun. And I think they're very easy. And then like you don't get crumbs on your hands, you know? So perfect. Now, last thing, this is the one thing that you can use to decorate your bookshelves, and that is a book nook. You can get a set. First of all, you build them. So you get a thing, you look at it, how it looks, you like that one. You get it, and it's kind of like a Lego, but not really. There are instructions and everything, and you have to build it. So they can, while they're building their book nook, they could be listening to an audiobook, watching their favorite show, watching YouTube, whatever they want. Then it can go onto a side of their, like somewhere in their bookshelf, and they're so cute. There are like more complicated ones, and then there are more simplified ones. There are so cute options. They are absolutely amazing. They aren't the easiest thing to make, but if they like to do all sorts of crafts, that is a great idea. There's like one where there's like a train, and it's like there's a mirror, so it looks like it's infinitely going. It's so fun. There's so many different book nooks, and they're so cute, and they just add a pop of color and a pop of like mysticalness. That is not a word, but whatever, to your bookshelf. They're just so cute. So that is like the last thing we have. And guys, here are all the ideas you would ever need for a bookish person. Now, this is not to say that they will absolutely love every single one. Some may be guaranteed more than others, but you know, and some of them are more catered to people who are Kindle readers, some more catered to physical readers, you know. For the audiobook readers, snacks, recommend, and drinks. And, you know, like, obviously crafts of sort. That is always just so fun. But, you know, these are the main ideas. Some things, like maybe candle, they might not like, but, you know, if you know them well enough, you might know what exactly they would like. But yeah, here are all the options. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some ideas on what you want to gift your bookish person this Christmas or the Secret Santa. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Okay, bye.